Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Above Suspicion. It came out in 2019, came on my radar yesterday, and now I'm going to watch it. So, I don't know why I put it on here. Clarke is in it. I don't know her. I think she's from Game of Thrones. When I looked at her movies that she was also in Solo. So I think she was a girl in Han Solo. Or Solo, I think it's called, whatever. So I recognize her from there, and I've seen whatever, not Game of Thrones. I've tried to watch it 2 times, 3 episodes each time, and it just didn't stick for me. Let's not get into a fight here. I'll try it again, I promise. Let's focus on the movie at hand, Above Suspicion. And I think the reason the first 4 actors, Johnny Knoxville's in it, so I'm kind of excited about that. But I think it's also based on a true story about an FBI agent he's in Kentucky for whatever reason, and he's using a girl as his handler. It's like she's giving him information, and I think maybe they start an affair and something bad happens. So I think, I don't know who the FBI agent is or anything like that, but it sounds pretty interesting. I like stories based on a true story. I like Johnny Knoxville. So, hour and 44 minutes. Now, IMDb only has it at 5.4, but for a movie that came out in 2019, only 729 people have rated it so far on IMDb. So you're probably interested to know what it's about and if it's any good, and that's what I'm here for. So let me tell you, I'll find out what it's really about and then ultimately what I think. So stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching Above Suspicion. We're at the 53-minute, 8-second mark. Just over halfway, an hour and 44-minute film. So Emilia Clarke plays a girl who's in, I'll call it Plainville, Kentucky. Something like that, but small town, Kentucky. And she lives with Johnny Knoxville, who is her ex-husband. So they're divorced, but they live in the same trailer with 2 kids there. And basically, they're collecting what seems to be like welfare from 2 different states, from Kentucky and West Virginia, and that's how they're getting by. But they get by taking that money, then buying a whole bunch of drugs, and having people come over to the party and buy the drugs from them. So that's really what her life is. Enter in our FBI agent, comes in from Connecticut, and that is played by Jack Huston. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's been in a couple of different things. But he comes in, basically there's some bank robberies happening in town. And initially he goes with Johnny Knoxville to try and see if he can help him. But then he turns his attention towards Emilia Clarke's character, which is Susan Smith in the movie. And starts to get her help in finding who this bank robber is. And as the synopsis from IMDb kind of alluded to, a little bit of an affair starts. So initially, there wasn't much. He was resisting it, but now it's escalated. And so he's married and has a little baby girl. She's not married. She is Johnny Knoxville ex, 2 kids, a little bit older than the baby, probably 8-ish, 9-ish, something like that, whatever. But she's single, he's not, but they are having an affair. And you can start to tell it's going a little bit. She dreams of more, whereas I think he's starting to think of, well, this is just kind of fun for me kind of thing. So that's where they even got to a point where she has even talked to his wife. Nothing bad has happened yet, but you can kind of see, like right now, what I'm seeing, and not a spoiler alert, this is just me thinking through it, fatal attraction a little bit. And we got half the movie left to go. So, because like she's already served her purpose to him. Like what he was using her for information. He doesn't have to now. It's just all about them. So we'll see where it goes from here. Pretty good so far. I liked it. It's interesting, but it's going to change now, I think. So when you get to this point in the movie, I think we're going to see a little bit of a change. It was a build up to the affair. Now what's going to happen with the affair is really what I'm thinking. So. But so far so good. I like it. Let me get back to it, see where it goes from here, and I'll let you know my final thoughts. Stick around. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Above Suspicion, and first let me say I misread the synopsis on IMDb incorrectly. So I was a little surprised by the end, but if you read it, you won't be, because I went back and reread it, and it makes perfect sense. And you know, it's really short, and I blew it when I read it. And so that was interesting. I like that aspect of it. But knowing that, you know, the way this is going to go, it's based on a true story. Some things I look for in a true story is, one, do we get to see real pictures of the real people? We do at the end. And do they tell you commentary after the movie has happened? We do. Not enough for me. I wanted a little bit more, but that's in there. So I like that aspect of it. I'll also tell you this, if you're a person who's considering maybe committing adultery and cheating on your spouse, it's a good movie for you to watch, I think. It might lead you in the right direction. So I thought that was interesting. I like the acting from Emilia Clarke and Johnny Knoxville. The other actor I'm not a fan of. I'm not saying I don't like him, but you know, I'm a fan of Johnny Knoxville. You know, and I think he does a great job. He's not just doing comedic roles; he does this kind of role. So I like him in this. But other than that, there's not much else to tell. The acting story was good. You also don't know what's really true and what's not. I mean, we know the general story is true, but like, how about the odds and ends? Like, how about the FBI's agent's wife? Is she really the way she is depicted in this movie? Because I found that very, very interesting. That stuck out to me. So when you watch it, keep an eye out for that, on how his wife is. And that's it. I like I said, the second half of the movie does kind of turn from a drug robbery, FBI action kind of movie to more of a Fatal Attraction type movie. And I get it, but you know, well, I guess it needed to be done. But I was like, I didn't like that part of it. For me, you know, that's just the storytelling. It's not the way they did it. It's just that whole scene. So there you go. That's what we got for you. If you check it out, let me know. Drop me some comments. What did you think? Did I miss anything? 1988, did I say that's when it happens? Well, now you know. But that's it. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Tell all your friends. And continue to come back to Kimmel's Irish Pub.